welcome to the Spin Tangle. Today it's the second lecture of Laplace transformations. Laplace transformations. In this lecture we'll be discussing on some important questions and how to deal with some questions. The lecture heading will be how to deal with numericals. Not numerical, I am writing this as questions. Okay, how to deal with questions. So this is the hard part of this lecture, that how to deal with Laplace transformation problems, because in your examinations there will be asked some questions directly on the basis of Laplace transformation and their properties. Okay, so find out the Laplace transformation. I am giving a question, say question 1. Let me write the question first. The question 1 is, find the Laplace transformation of the function f of t is equals to t by k when the limit is 0 to k, okay, and the function becomes 1 when t is greater than k. So this is your question that you have to deal. So how to write the Laplace transformation of this function? I am going to the answer section. Laplace, what we know about Laplace transformation, we know from the very definition of Laplace transformation that Laplace transformation tells us that Laplace transformation of a function of t, it is written as 0 to infinite e to the power minus st f of t dt. After doing this integration, you will be on the other side of the domain, other domain, okay, the domain which is symbolized by s. So let's write this integration into two parts, okay, because your function is given on two different parts. In the first part, the function is written as that the function will be called as t by k when the limit is from 0 to k. Okay, so first break this integration into 0 to k, and the second integration will be broken into say k to infinite. Okay, because this tells you that the limit of t is k to infinite. Okay, that means greater than k. So there will be two type of decomposition of this integration. So write this integration as say f of t e to the power minus st, here it is a dt, and here also it is a f of t e to the power minus st dt. Okay, what is the value of ft in this limit 0 to k? What is the value of this? The value of this f of t is t by k. Limit is what? 0 to k e to the power minus st dt. Plus what is the value of this function of t in this limit? This is unity. This means 1. I am not writing this 1 here because for simplicity this 1 could be omitted from this point. Okay, so now solve this integration. 1 by k will be opted out from the integration, and the integrating limit is what? 0 to k, and the integrand will be what? T e to the power minus st dt plus k to infinite e to the power minus st and dt here. So to solve this integration, what we have to do, First of all, you can do it by partial integration method. What the partial integration method is called, you can take this thing as, I am doing these things, the partial, I'm directly doing this, do this integration by it your own. Okay, the partial integration will be what, so I'm writing the answer directly, e to the power minus t e to the power, there is a I'm giving a formula for this. Okay, I am giving a formula for this. If uv type of integration needs to be solved, then it will be expanded by a series. Okay, which series told us that first you have to write this u and v prime, then you have to write u prime, v will be double prime, u double prime, v will be triple primed. Okay, where u is what, u is u prime is what, u prime is first derivative of u. Okay, u double prime is what, second derivative of, not writing second derivative here, I am writing first derivative of u prime. Okay, and what are the v is here v prime is the integration of v double prime is the integration of v prime, v triple prime is the integration of the previous, say v double prime. This is the ultimate thing. So in solving this differential in solving this integration, you have to take this t as your first function, say u, and this will be treated as v. Okay, this will be treated as v. So solve this thing. The first, according to this formula, you write this u v prime, that means t will remain unchanged, and the integration of this thing will be e to the power minus st upon minus of s. and here will be, I am sorry, here is a minus sign, here is a plus sign, the plus minus, these are the consecutive plus minus symbols. Okay, there will be a negative sign, this a negative sign, and it will be a now you have to do the derivative of this thing. This will give you the u prime, this means 1, and integration of this v prime will be this, integration of this thing will be what, e to the power minus st, and here it is a s squared, and the additional terms will be 0. Now integrating this second integration, after integration it will give e to the power minus st upon minus s, and limit will be what, k to infinity. Okay, so solve this integration, solve this thing. What will be the solution? 1 upon k here, and put the limit, and the limit was what, 0 to k. So put those limits here. After putting these limits, you will be asked for, say, I am writing this, putting this limit here. Okay, e to the power minus sk upon minus s, and it is e to the power minus sk by s square minus 0 plus 1 by s squared. Okay, after putting these limits, and on the second integration, second part of this integration, there will be a, in putting infinity here, there will be a 0 term first, and it will be e to the power minus sk upon s, I think so, sk upon minus s. So this is the integration, this is the solution of this integration will be what, I am writing this solution as 1 upon k s square minus e to the power minus sk by k s square. Okay, this will be the solution of this thing, because you can easily check here that two terms will be cancel out. Okay, check this thing by your own. 1 by ks square e to the power minus sk by ks square. Okay, so the solution will be what? Solution will be 1 by ks square 1 minus e to the power minus sk. So the solution of your given integration, you can see this thing. Solution of the given integration will be what? This thing. This is a function of s, as we have seen in the very definition of Laplace transformation, that if you transform a function in the domain T, the function after transformation will be on the domain S. This is the valuable remark on Laplace transformation. So this is what Laplace transformation tells us, that if we are in a domain, that domain is labeled as T, and we will be moved to another domain, that domain will be labeled as S. Okay, this is an important remark on the context of this Laplace transformation. Okay, so this is the basic Laplace transformation. I am giving a homework to you. So find the Laplace transformation of, just wait for a while. Find the Laplace transformation of function of t, which is t minus 1 on the limit 1 to t to 2. Okay, this is the limit, and the function 3 minus t in the limit beyond 2. This means 2 to 3. This is the ultimate thing. Okay, you have to solve this thing out. And just wait for a while. Okay, this is the question. Now I am going to take another problem which is based on completely direct properties of Laplace transformations. Okay, so the next question is what? Find the Laplace transformation of f of t equals to 1 plus sine 2t. How to deal with this kind of problems? We have to write the Laplace transformation as, that's a Laplace transformation of f of t, and you need to put the value of f of t here. Say 1 plus sine 2t. Decompose this thing into two different kind of Laplace transformations. Say it is 1 and Laplace of sine 2t. What is the value of Laplace transform? Laplace of 1, we know the value of Laplace of 1 is what? 1 upon s from the direct property. I have given the properties in the previous lecture. This is 1 upon s plus 1 upon sine 2t will be what? Sine at was given as sine at a by s square plus a square. Here a is what? 2. Therefore from the direct property we can write this thing as a by s square plus 2 square, that means 4. This is the solution, because I am writing here, because sine of Laplace of sine at is what? A upon s square plus a square. Okay, this is the solution that you need to occupy. So this is the direct question of Laplace transformations, and now I am moving to another question, say how to deal with this kind of questions. I am giving another homework, just wait for a while. Do this homework and send me on the WhatsApp. Okay, so will be Laplace of cos square t will be what? Laplace transformation of cos square t. Find this thing. Okay, these are the important questions that you will supposed to ask on the questions. Okay, Okay, now I am moving to another question that is based on another property. It's a question. Find out the Laplace transformation of 1 by 2 root over t. Okay, this is your question. So answer will be what? I am writing this Laplace as I can write this thing as t to the power minus half, because this is t to the power half, and when it will be shifted on the numerator, this will turn out to be t to the power minus half. Okay, this is Laplace of t to the power minus half by 2. And if there is such a 2 half term here, and this half term will be opted out from the bracket. Okay, that means half will be in the very outside, and there is a t to the power minus half term will remain inside the bracket. Okay. So here will be a half. A Laplace transformation of t to the power minus half will be what? I have given a formula regarding this thing, that gamma function formula. Say gamma function was what? Remember, try to remember this thing. I think this will be, say if you have Laplace of t to the power n, then it will turn out to be n plus 1 upon s to the power n plus 1. Here n is what? Minus half. For minus half plus 1, and here it is a s to the power minus half plus 1. Okay, so your solution will be 1 half, and it is a gamma half and s to the power half. So what is the value of gamma half? It is 1 upon 2. The value of gamma half is root over pi. I think you are familiar with this thing, this kind of gamma functions, that the static value of gamma half is what? Root over pi. Okay, you do not need to dig into this topic each and every time, so keep in mind that the value of gamma half is always root over pi, and in the denominator it will be s to the power half, that means root over s. So I am writing this as our solution is half root over pi by s. Okay, this is your solution to this problem. I am giving another problem which will be completely based on the given properties. This will be homework to you. Okay, so Laplace transformations of t to the power 7 by 2, and here it is e to the power 5t. Okay, this is the question to you. Try to solve this thing. Okay, try to solve. This will look like a hard problem to you, but try to solve this thing. Okay, if you have any doubt about this problem, comment on the comment box, or you can send me a message on WhatsApp. So I will try to solve this thing to you. Okay, this is the lecture which is based on the very basics of Laplace transformation. And in the third lecture of Laplace transformation, which will come later, in that lecture we will be discussing on some important problems, that important theorems that are called final value theorem, okay, Heaviside shifting theorem, or whatever. These are the important theorems related to Laplace transformation. So thank you for being with us. Like and subscribe the channel, and keep supporting us. So it's a tata.